Did the first episode of Late Night Madness do as well as I thought it would? No. No, it didn't. But was that going to stop me from showing my vision to the world? No, it wasn't. Because at the end of the day, I am not someone who quits. I'm not a giver-upper. I am a perseverer. I am someone who at the end of the day will consume new media and reproduce it for the world, showing them what is in my mind and what is in my heart. This is the only way you can truly be an artist, is to consume and repeat. Rinse, repeat, and put out more artwork. As usual, I was the only one who seemed to understand the concept of improvising. If the camera was rolling on you, we were acting. So my mommy bought me a teddy bear.
Oh, we're doing the improv now?
We're doing it. Okay, let's try it again. And so I started saying my mommy bought me a teddy bear. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're not just sitting here.
I didn't know what we were doing. I thought we were doing introduction.
Oh, okay, we'll do that in a second. Let's just do our improv.
Okay.
So my mommy bought me a teddy bear.
No one loves you. You don't have a mother.
And my so-called sidekick told me that no one loved me. Little did she know that was the pain that I needed to pursue this line of thought. That I was going to move forward with this art form. That me not getting a teddy bear would actually be the thing that would change the whole cycle of this project. From a simple, sweet, innocent project to something much, much more.
Mother is fake. Because I am your mother.
You're my mother!
Yes, I'm your mother.
How are you? She then revealed to me that she was my mother, which was a bizarre turn of events because I in fact knew who my mother was, so I didn't need someone new telling me this. But it's okay because that is what improv is. Improv is saying yes to the cues, never to say no, to always say yes. I'm Jay, and this is Late Night Madness. And we're here to make your late night a little more mad and crazy.
Woo!
Yeah, okay.
Jog in place.
Jog in place.
Ha, 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 ha. The gazelle.
What am I doing? Ah.
My hair's falling down.
Okay. I always would start the Late Night Madness episodes out with an introduction to tell people who I was, to express my name to them. And that's how we would start out every episode. And this one I felt like dancing, darling, dancing. Did I have the moves? Yes, I did. Would I ever stop dancing? No, I wouldn't.
Is it recording? Are you recording?
Yes. I couldn't help but wonder, when we said the cameras were rolling, that none of them seemed to understand that meant the cameras were in fact actually rolling. We weren't just saying that. We were actually rolling the cameras. And did I ever lose my cool over this? No, I didn't. I never once lost my cool. I just rolled with the punches, like a good improver would.
I'm Clyde. I'm Bonnie.
These were two people who claimed their name were Clyde and Bonnie, but that in fact was a lie. I didn't say anything because I wanted to let them express their freedom when it came to art. But those were not their names. You will need to blur the footage of them because I don't have the rights to their likenesses, and I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't want to be seen on a project such as this. Not anymore. Not after what happened that one fateful night. I know this performer looks like me, but it wasn't. It was actually a young ingenue named Suzi. And Suzi was actually a performer. She was going to be performing this time as our Lady of the Night, our working girl. I can't do this. Hey, 1 second. Start again. And did she mess up? Yes. That's why you know it was Suzi and not me, because I would never mess up. Not on screen, not while the cameras were rolling. I was a professional actor, not some sort of foolish layabout who would make mistakes. So no, that was not me. That was in fact an ingenue named Suzi. And I know you're wondering, why do I have so many ingenues on my set? Because I open doors for starlets.
Hi, I'm Suzi, and I'm auditioning for the real world. I tell it how it is, and I don't take nothing from nobody.
This isn't the real world audition.
Oh. Hi, I'm Suzi, and I'm the star of Late Night Madness.
Don't look at the camera.
I'll do what I want. I'm the star of Late Night Madness.
Was Jay going to find you?
Did Jay find me on the streets? Yeah. But I like to think that if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't even have a show because I'm the star. I brought a lot more energy to the project. I brought a lot more characteristic. I also was a lot more fun than the rest of the actors. So yeah, Jay might have found me, but I like to think I found him too. And as for ingenue, I don't know what that means. Like an engineer? I didn't go to engineering school. I didn't really go to school much. I was too busy hitting the streets being a star. See, my name's been like Suzi with a Z and an I.
Hey, baby, looking for a good time?
Yeah, where's your pimp?
It's over there.
Let's go.
Suzi! I told you we ain't running it! We ain't running that Sunday special, you know it's only Wednesday night. 3 for the price of 1. Yo, I am Keylargo Jones.
This is the beauty of improv acting, though. My sidekick was going to perform as Keylargo Jones. This was going to be a very regular character for Late Night Madness. Some may say he was the scamp. Some may say he was the anti-hero, but I like to think of him as my cash cow.
Was Keylargo Jones the star of the show? Don't make me laugh. He couldn't act his way out of a paper bag. He always was saying he was the star, strutting his stuff around, putting girls like me down. But no. No, honey, he wasn't the star of the show. You know why? Because I was the star of the show. I brought comedy, I brought heart, and I brought the assets that everyone wanted to see. So no, Keylargo Jones was not the star. I do miss him sometimes though. But that's what you get when you work with people. Did I have an affair with Keylargo Jones off screen and on screen? That's for you to know and for me to find out. Oh, it's the other way around. I don't know.
You here harassing my lady?
No.
Keylargo was going to protect Suzi. He was going to be the protector of Suzi. And he was going to protect her at whatever cost possible.
I can
Suzi, what you...
But that was the problem with my sidekick. My sidekick, in fact, kept hitting Suzi and telling Suzi not to speak so she couldn't get a word out edgewise. And I'm never somebody who silences women. I elevate the voices of women. Even if it was the ingenue Suzi, I was going to elevate her voice.
Would Keylargo try to silence me? You know he would. He would never let a woman speak. He always had something to say and was always rambling on. He was always hitting me with his umbrella that he called a cane. And I was like, Keylargo, I don't think so. I'm not that kind of girl. You can't just throw your weight around, even though you're half my size, and act like you're in charge. Always trying to silence me, never let me talk. I once had a really bad coughing fit, and he was all like, stop coughing, Suzi, you're getting germs everywhere. And I said, I can't help it, I can't help it. I had like a really big milkshake before this, and now I'm all like phlegmy. So like, that's a lesson for you kids at home. If you're gonna go be on a star of a show, you can't drink a big milkshake before you go in, because your co-star, a little man named Keylargo, will come after you and hit you with an umbrella.
Things that you don't want to know. Suzi! Suzi! You're not allowed to make noises in front of our guests, you know.
Keylargo wouldn't even let Suzi cough. He wouldn't let her rebuke the phlegm from her mouth. He was too busy hitting her with an umbrella that he uses a cane. Is this a sign of oppression? Yes, it was.
Would Keylargo hit me with his cane? It wasn't a cane. It was an umbrella. It was an old purple umbrella that was musty and smelled. It was terrible. It was in the back of someone's convertible trunk. I think it was covered in motor oil and it stunk. And yes, he would hit me with it all the time. If he didn't like how I was acting, hit me. If he didn't like what I was saying, hit me. If he didn't like how I was feeling that day outside, he would hit me. Would he take it out on me because he was having a bad day? Yeah, bet you he would. Every time I see an umbrella now, I think about that time when he would just whack me with an umbrella. Like, I wasn't out there trying to perform. Like, I wasn't out there trying to do something. He would just whack me away. Trying to silence me with his umbrella. Opening that thing everywhere like it's not bad luck. I don't play games like that.
This was performance art. We were expressing our emotions and our feelings together as a united front. We were expressing art forms.
Would I call Late Night Madness high art? I'd barely call it a show. People were running around afraid for their lives, screaming at the top of their lungs, while Jay was on his ego trip, having everybody play like dolls for him. He would say, "Dance, my pretty, dance." And I would be over there dancing, doing the Charleston, doing a two-step, and he's like, "Dance faster, dance faster." And I would try, and I would fail. So no, I don't think it was high art. I think on some level he thinks it was high art, but I think if you think this is high art, you must be high yourself, and your name might be art. Because it wasn't high art. It was barely art. It was just a weird little show that they tell you was art, but it wasn't. I thought I could put this on my acting reel. I thought I could take this show with me somewhere. Maybe not making the big break from it, but I thought maybe I could become, like, put on my reel or something. I can't even show these clips. It's so fuzzy. It's so weird. It doesn't make any sense. There's just no control. People are just screaming at each other. And, like, everybody's like, "You look like Jay, you look like Jay." And I'm like, that's insane for you to say. Look at me. I have, like, pink hair. I have lipstick on. And to be told I look like that guy, that's crazy. Although he was a tyrant. He treated us terribly. There was, like, never snacks. And when they were, it was gross snacks that I didn't want to eat. Like a bag of chips. Do I look like somebody who eats chips? No. I like muffins. Brand muffins.
Lucky is weak right now.
Did Keylargo slap me? Yes, he did. On camera, he took his hand to my face, to my person, to my personality, and he slapped me. But was I afraid of him? No. You know why? Because I am twice his size. And if he wants to catch these hands, he can find me later. If he wants to slap me again, I won't allow it. I'll say, "Stop it, sir. No, I will not be your victim. You cannot slap me ever again." And yeah, he did slap me a few times. Did I allow it? Sure. I was trying to become a star. I was out there trying my best to perform. And I know what you're thinking. Why didn't you say something then? 'Cause I forgot to. And I'm saying it now. Yes, I was slapped. On screen. Did it look good? No, it was fuzzing in the background. That's the worst part. My hard work meant nothing. My hard work was useless. Nobody cared that I was slapped. Because, like, it was in the background. It was stupid. I could have been a lawyer.
Get out of here.
Could I have been a lawyer? Could I, Suzi, be a lawyer? You bet I could have. You know why? Because I have gumption. I have talent. You've heard of Legally Blonde? Have you heard of Legally Suzi? Because I could have been a star. I had the charisma. I had all the urge, and sure, they all say, "Suzi, you didn't go to law school." They say, "Suzi, you're doing a bunch of legal business. Suzi, you're not professional to be a lawyer." And I say to that, wrong. I am all those things, but I'm also a girl who could have been a lawyer if I would have applied myself. Because I was one of those overachievers who didn't apply themselves. And sure, I didn't have the doors open for me like some people, but doesn't mean I couldn't have been a lawyer. So yeah, I could have been a lawyer. Am I on the track to being one? No. Why? Because I was on this Late Night Madness show. I was wasting my time on this show instead of getting a law degree. Wasting time doing this instead of any other career. So yeah, I could have been a lawyer. And no, I'm not one right now. But after being on the show, maybe I should become one so I can sue.
Suzi cried out, "I could have been a lawyer." Could she have been a lawyer? No. Why? Because she never passed the bar exam, and she wasn't even trying. She was just crying on the streets like an ingenue would. Despicable, isn't it?
Wait, the song's not playing.
We then decided to have the actors lay against the wall and dance to a song that you cannot play here because we do not have the rights. I didn't retain rights back then because I didn't understand the importance of copyright infringement, something I would soon learn. But as of right now, I didn't understand. So no, you cannot play the music. Insert some of your non-copyright and dribble in your... This is unreleased footage from this first outing of Suzi. And I know what you're thinking. We're going to see something delightful and delicious left on the cutting room floors.
You want a teddy bear and you want a what? I want the teddy bear!
No, you are in fact not going to see special little tidbits. This is terrible. This is cut for a reason. What is this? Are these jokes? Are we making you laugh, Mr. Funnyman? Because I don't think so. Let's watch some more of this terrible improv and call it art.
You want the teddy bear and you want the what?
I want a rhino.
Well, I have some good news for you.
Oh, yes, Mary Poppins.
This is the real world and you're not going to get them. I'm Mary Poppins.
That is when I stepped in. Yes, I know me and Suzi look similar, but no, that one was me.
Yeah, a lot of people ask me, are you and Jay the same person? Obviously, I have pink hair. Do we look like the same person? He got a beard and I got beautiful, lustrous pink hair. Ooh. I mean, look at me. Could he do this? Could he? Because if he could, I'd like to see it. Because that's what Suzi brings to the project. That's the moneymaker for you, baby. And I know, Jay's like, ooh, Keylargo is my cash cow. Where's Keylargo after season 1, baby? Where's the receipts? I don't see him. All you have is Suzi. Yes. I'm the star of the show. Was I always led there? No. I had to strive for that. I had to climb up a ladder of mediocre improvers to be the star of that show. Was it because they all left and went on to other projects? Sure. But I saw a gap and I filled it. So yeah, what was the question?
I showed up as the beloved character, Mary Poppins, to give these girls a taste of the real world. They wanted a teddy bear and candy or some thing. And I said, no, this is the real world, girls. You don't get it. You don't get nothing. Just because you want it, you get nothing. And that is the true power of art. It's telling people, no, they can't have what they want. Did they want an award-winning web series that made people feel something? Yes. Did they get it? No. Instead, what did they get? A 2-minute long video where people just comment, ugh, and then leave. Despicable.
Hey, Mary Jo.
Hi, Billy Bob.
Are you raking?
Yeah, again this week.
Oh my God.
What did I tell you about getting that goat on my hay again?
I
No.
I had to. It's the only way she sleep.
I don't care. I have to rake this stuff every morning.
Well, then you should take it up with the goat.
Well, I think that you should start raking.
Oh, I'm gonna start raking. I'll start raking till it's here.
They were being farmers, I guess. They weren't doing city work. They were doing farm work. And that resonated with all of us because we had once seen farms in our town. Did any of us live on farms? I don't think so. I sure as hell didn't. Did they? Maybe. I don't interview them before I hire them. I just put them on camera. But yes, I guess we were doing an improv as farmers.
Do I ever rewatch Late Night Madness? No. Who does? Those videos have like 36 views on them. And you're not going to make me 37. Okay? Because like, what are they even about? Pig farmers? There's a lot of farmers talk. Like, why are there so many farmers? Are these people farmers? I don't know. I met him on the street. I was over there just minding my business, being a super cute, like, gorgeous girl. And he's like, you want to be a star? And I said, sure. Who hasn't said yes to that? And then, like, I'm expected to rewatch this stuff? Are you serious? Are you for real now? Because I'm sorry, but like, it doesn't make no sense. Where's the sense? I cannot find her.
It appears here that we were pretending to be a train. I, of course, the director, the artiste, the performer. I was the head of the train. Choo-choo. And then the other three were following behind me on my coattails, trying to rocket their careers to stardom. Sadly, you can't show any of their faces, so in this video you could show mine. And then blur the others out because they aren't signed off on. Not now, at least.
How was Jay as the director when he wasn't screaming at us and yelling at the top of his lungs? I didn't even know he was there sometimes. I don't know if I've even worked with the man. Yeah, he's over there yelling at everybody, telling them, work harder, move faster, move faster. But did I get direction? Did he tell me how to move through the scene? Did I even know where my spot was? No, I didn't know any of it. I had to improvise all that. And if I missed a second, I was mortified and yelled at. And everyone put Suzi down. And yeah, I have star potential. I could have been the star of that show. But they were too busy putting Suzi down to lift themselves up. So, do I think Jay was a good director? No. You know why? Because when I needed him, he was nowhere to be found. I can never find him. Is he there? No. Is he there? No. Where is he? Not helping Suzi move forward in the scene. What are my reasons for this? I don't know. I have to just wing it.
Okay. Round and round.
Would I come back to do more Late Night Madness? I think if I didn't, they wouldn't have a show. You think the other ones are coming back? You think the sidekick's coming back? No, she got a life. You think Bonnie or Clyde are coming back? No. You know why? Because they have families now. They have real jobs. So would I come back? Because I'd have to. Because no one else would. Roll the credits. Who else is coming back for this? I don't see them lining up for a sequel series or a rerun. So yeah, I'd probably have to come back, but I wouldn't want to. Why? So I can be slapped again? By a man half my size? I don't think so. I'm a 6'3" gorgeous woman. And you want me to be slapped by some 5'2" little guy with a dirty umbrella? I don't think so. So would I come back? If I got better lawyers behind me, get a better contract. So maybe. I might. Is that on the table? Is this the big reboot? Are we going to get on streaming services finally and be, ooh, the stars we always thought we were? We're finally making fine art, Jay, are we? Because I don't think so. Also, like, he can't hear me right now, right? Because, like, I'm a little afraid of him, to be honest. He starts screaming at me again. I don't know what I'll do. I might cry.
Was the second episode of Late Night Madness a smashing hit that stole the world's heart and made them feel again? No. But it was the start of something great. Much like this whole show was. It was the start of a beautiful life of art, intrigue, comedy, laughter, and not a single person cried on set or tried to sue me. We all just enjoyed making art together, as young artists are known to do. That was the second episode of Late Night Madness.
Are you sure you guys can't get me on to the real world? Because, like, I think I'd be really good. I don't cause too much trouble, but I'm just enough trouble to be fun, you know? Wait, they don't do the real world anymore? That sucks. Can I maybe get on, like, Big Brother? Maybe The Challenge? I can't swim. Is that a problem? I don't know.
You're watching J Markers Network. Get into it.
Queer, stop staring at me.
That was a bit racist, you tasteless shrew.
It makes me horny, and it makes me feel alive. For once.
I'm non-binary. I don't conform to being male or female.
Oh, ooh.
Bounce a quarter off of that ass. Damn.
Hey, don't do that.
When you get tired of playing with Blondie, here's my number.
I got mugged.
I do drag.
just being drop dead sexy.
This is Jay. Jay's non-binary.
I'm non-binary.
This is Ace. He used to bully Jay.
Hey, don't do that.
Madison and Ace used to go out.
We're not getting back together.
Madison is Jay's cousin. 10 years later, will Jay be able to stand up to his childhood bully? It's time to grow up. Click, the animated series, only on J Marker's network.
Life. What's the point? Money? Success? Power? This was a question that plagued me when I was teaching my undergrad class. Life. What's the point?
Life, what's the point? The feature-length film, only available on J Marker's network.
The main point of being a filmmaker is to tell a story. You can fight off your demons.
We're vlogging together. Find the vlog buddies. So yeah,
I need food. Someone bring me food. All I have is that apple.
My Film School Diary, only on J Marker's network.
Film school diary. My 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 film school diary.
Hi, I'm Taylor Myers, and you're watching J Markers.
Spend your late nights with Creeper, Late Night Madness, only on J Marker's network. Hi, I'm Craig T. Crabapple of Crabapple and Crabapple Law Firm, and I'm gonna get you paid. Have you been harassed by Horizon's ads? You know the one I'm talking about with that guy, Steve. Well, they made a mistake. We are filing a lawsuit against them for you. That's right. They said that they were making a phone line that lets you call your family from beyond the grave. I don't think so. That's crazy. What they did was open a vortex to the beyond. And that's not good for you or your family. That's right. They knew what they were doing when they sold your information and opened a vortex to hell. That's right. They know what they're doing. Steve knows what he's doing. We can get you big compensation if you call us now at Crabapple and Crabapple Law Firm. We don't contact the beyond. All we do is get paid. That's right. Big money for you because Horizon knew what they were doing. With that being said, Steve, I'm looking at you. Me, Craig T. Crabapple, with my fellow associates at Crabapple and Crabapple are coming for you. That's right. You. We're gonna take it all. Horizon, you're not gonna be able to take advantage of people anymore. They were mourning people and they were losing people. We want their money. We're gonna get it for them. That's right. Call Crabapple Crabapple now to get your consultation about your compensation.
Praetor Academy is home to wayward witches, changelings, vampires, hunters, magi, and fairies with nowhere else to go. Cloaked in a sheath of mystical powers, the school rests on the cliffs of an ancient land, with only the council to guard and maintain its whereabouts, until a solitary man enters their lives to change their world. No one is safe when the doors of Praetor Academy open for the semester. Find Praetor Academy Year 1 on Kindle and Amazon.
You're watching J Marker's network. Get into it.